And you guys make sure you subscribe to my man's channel, Zoom to Thailand, my man Richie Mack. I turned him on to Thailand like 2 years ago. He came out, he visited the country, and like almost every other person's story out here, no matter what country they come from, he never went back home. I introduced 2 people to Thailand, and it was the exact same story. Once again, I promise you guys, I am going to break all this stuff down on my other channel, DTN, and I promise you guys, once I start dropping videos on there again, I will be consistently dropping videos introducing you to the beautiful country of Thailand, giving you the complete ins and outs, everything you need to know. I'm gonna take you guys on a nonstop tour of this country. So with that being said, once again, go ahead and subscribe to my man's new channel, Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack. Let's get into this video. Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So some very, very interesting news. Now, because Manny Pacquiao is running for president, his entire life and background will be on display for everyone to see, and he has to talk about it because for some of you guys who don't know, the Philippines is one of the strictest countries when it comes to drug offenses. The punishment is often death. It's been reported that since 2019, 10 to 12,000 people have already been put to death because of their drug abuse, and about 54 of them were children. And Manny Pacquiao was one of those people that fortunately didn't get caught because he admits to doing meth. He did marijuana and he did meth. This was obviously when Manny Pacquiao was a lot younger. Manny Pacquiao claims he didn't know the law and he said, "I was naive." But as a candidate now, Manny Pacquiao, he believes that these abusers, these drug abusers, they deserve a second chance, meaning instead of death, they should be rehabilitated in prison, which I, for one, pretty much agree with. I mean, that is a harsh punishment to be put to death because you may be addicted to meth or whatever it is, heroin, whatever the case may be. Now, understand the way it works in the Philippines, it doesn't matter if you're selling it, it doesn't matter if you're using it. The punishment is the same. Now, listen, I'm not here to judge Manny Pacquiao because he was doing meth, because he was getting high. But when I hear this news, most of my attention is directed to you decafs. Guys, do you remember when Floyd Mayweather was in his prime, or not even in his prime, but when he was Money Mayweather, he was pound for pound the best fighter in the world. You remember what they used to always say about Floyd Mayweather's father and about Roger Mayweather? What did they used to call him? They used to always call them crackheads, which I used to tell you back then, those are code words for what they really want to call him, because we know that when Johnny Tapia, rest in peace, we knew that Johnny Tapia, he had been battling a drug addiction his entire life since he was a teenager, and then unfortunately for him, he overdosed and died. But they would always call Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, or Floyd Mayweather Sr. crackheads. So I guess now, since you guys are not racist at all, you guys are all about to flood my comment section calling Manny Pacquiao a bunch of crackheads, right? Of course you're not going to defend a quote-unquote crackhead because once again, you sure didn't defend Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Sr., or Roger Mayweather. We know what time it is, don't we? With that being said, Manny Pacquiao is also finding out winning this election is going to be a lot harder than winning a boxing match, because a big survey was conducted out there in the Philippines, and according to the polls, Manny Pacquiao is in 4th place with only 9% of the votes. So even though it's still early and anything is possible, it's looking like a lot of Manny Pacquiao fans is like, man, I'd rather see you in the ring than see you running the country. Manny Pacquiao, he dropped out of school at age 14, and the only thing he knows is boxing. But he does have a good heart, as he showed when it comes to giving or wanting to give drug offenders an opportunity to rehabilitate themselves by going to prison, as opposed to, once again, just being put to sleep. But apparently, that's probably not enough to get Manny Pacquiao the W. Speaking of getting the W, there's a very good chance that if Manny Pacquiao loses this election, he will return back to the ring. Because without that presidency money, it's going to be hard to turn down the big offers that will still be on the table for Manny Pacquiao to return. I mean, there's no reason for him to return, and it wouldn't be wise. But once again, money talks, man, and it's hard when someone just throws $20 million in your face, it's hard not to just say, forget it. I can't turn this money down. So we'll see, man. We'll see how well Manny Pacquiao did with saving his money. We'll see what happens. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at ScalpCarolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it, SMP. Nothing showed up in my area, so I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, ScalpCarolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and about our families and our life, and and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, ScalpCarolinas, to get this done.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
An important message from Youth Fountain Laboratory, makers of VasoFlux and VasoFlux for Men. If you're over the age of 35 and over the years you've eaten pizza, dairy foods, deli meats, or meats with fat, you are likely to have some degree of plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. This increases your risk of suffering a stroke or heart attack exponentially, and no one wants such a catastrophic event to occur. Introducing Pacquiao. Pacquiao is made of all natural ingredients proven to help dissolve clots in the blood, remove calcium deposits and plaque from the walls of veins and arteries, improve viscosity of the blood, improve elasticity of the veins and arteries, treat varicose veins, and prevent the reoccurrence of plaque buildup. For more information, visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856. And remember, to help unclog veins and arteries, get the plaque out.